card, new battery, all good to go. All right, so here we are, E-Powersport garage right now. So I wanted to take a minute and go over what I'm going to call the tale of two failures. All right, one is an indicator of how a good company operates in the e-bike industry. It's not the best situation necessarily, but it is a positive outcome and it will become a good relationship. The other is aggravating. It's been teeth pulling. It has been denial after denial. And in the end, it turned out that I was right, and most likely I'm going to have to eat some cost because this other company that we're going to talk about is just super shady, and we will talk about that as well. So, in this tale of two failures, essentially what happened was we received two different shipments this week. One from China, order of some bikes that we've had coming since about December, and then one from our partner Watt Wagons, who we're working with on the Kunga. I'm really excited about the Kunga. I'll have the video edited and posted up later this week, but unfortunately it was a premature birth, let's say, not a pretty one. As beautiful as this bike is sitting here, it doesn't run. There were a few things that they were rushing to get it out the door for us, and they just got overlooked. And so hopefully take two will be better. Unfortunately, because it is a broken broken rear arm here, upper rear arm, the swing arm. It's gonna take a while. So not really stoked. Initially, when we talked to them, they wanted to send it back. We said, hey, that's not a great idea. We're a dealer. Let's repair it. Let's take this opportunity to learn. They were cool with that. They're like, yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. Let's ship you this stuff. Let's take it as an opportunity to learn this week, and we'll get it all fixed up. And I came out here to look for a serial number, so, sounded like we're going to keep it. Everything's good. I was going to document in our system. And as I started looking around for it, I realized that back here, there was some, and the lighting in here is okay. It's really more for the ambiance of the filming. It's not for like high detail of what's going on the bikes, okay? So as I looked with the flashlight, I noticed down here that there's some cracking, and it looked like possibly in the shipping or something, it got damaged and cracked, and it looks pretty bad. It was something I didn't notice before until I got it out. There's other things I was dealing with at the time. So it's kind of disappointing. We're going to have to send it back. Now, here's how Watt Wagons reacted to that. First was, let's fix it, right? Let's repair it. Let's get it taken care of. It's like we agreed on that. We're going to move forward with that. Now that we see that the actual frame is cracked, we're going to send it back fully. They're refunding us our money on this, and then when the we'll say Kunga 2 is ready, when the Kunga redo is ready to go, we'll pay for it and get it out here. So it was kind of a rush with the Kunga. We were really trying to get it in here in a time frame so we could get some video and stuff on it, and I'm beyond disappointed right now. Shouldn't explain it, but when I get like this, I have to figure out a solution. I did, so I have a backup solution. We have to always have backup solutions in business, because otherwise you will fail. Which brings me to my next failure this week, and live and learn sometimes with these things, right? So the Watt Wagon stuff, that's going to be fixed. That's not an issue, right? That's going to be taken care of. Watt Wagons is being really stand up about it. Hello, there it is. There's the screen. And so the Kunga right here, this is a $4,000 bike plus, so I mean it does need to be in tip-top shape, and I can show you the frame damage here. Is very disappointing. I thought we were moving along, but unfortunately no. You can see that's some pretty bad frame damage there, and there's some hairline cracks right along here, and there's another one right here below that baseline. So it's got to go back. It's really sad. It's beautiful, beautiful bike. Really just enjoyed touching it. Coming out here and going, Kunga, I'm so sorry. We should have done you better, Kunga. But yeah, so we're going to get these things fixed. We're going to get them taken care of, and the Kunga will be back here in the next few weeks, hopefully. And if not, we will have the Kunga coming back shortly ourselves. We'll figure that out. But that's the Watt Wagons. They did a great job. They really stood behind the product. You know, what were the issues? They didn't argue. They understood it. Some pictures, no problem, right? Great company to work with. Highly recommend them. Then we have the Frike. Now, the Frike was provided to us by Zhengzhou, Zhengzhou Ang Machine Corp Limited. Yeah, that's Zhengzhou Ang Machine Corp Limited by Jory Ad. And, you know, we had our issues and stuff. We worked some stuff out, and it was, you know, worked out well. At least it seemed. And so now we have these bikes, the Frike. I'm going to show you the Frike paint job here first. If you can see that crackling or not on there. It's hard to tell on the GoPro here. Let's see if I turn some light on. But you can, I guess you can kind of see it. But yeah, it crackles. I mean, it just cracked all the way across this top tube. It looks really, really shitty. The other thing I noticed about these bikes, which I wondered was the backdrops here, or the dropouts, are really thin. These are actually the kind of dropouts that the, the American Bicycle Association is trying to get companies to no longer sell. Right, because I don't even think it's, I think this might even be steel. Let's see if we got a magnet here. Let's see, oh yeah, totally steel. Where the rest of this is, oh, well, there's something else. So this is supposed to be an aluminum frame. And as you can see, this magnet sticks to it very, very well, which tells me this is a steel frame. So not only did they lie to us and say it was aluminum, oh man, that is just like, yeah. But yeah, so this has a magnet on it on the bottom, so you can stick it. It's a work light. You can stick it places and have it stay, right? But yeah, so this is so this is supposed to be an aluminum frame bike, and it is a steel frame bike. So that's day number 2. These guys are just such crap. And this guy's arguing with me. I just want you to know that. He's arguing with me right now on Alibaba about the quality of these bikes. And they're poor. I mean, the frame, for one, not aluminum, steel. It's supposed to be aluminum. 2, no serial numbers on these things whatsoever. And he's flipping like, oh, you should have told me. I'm like, you should know how to make a bike and send it to America. You said you make bikes. Again, that's Zhengzhou Ang Machine Corp Limited, and it's Jory Ad. It's horrible. I mean, the motor's not bad. The motor seems to have some good power to it. It picks up pretty well. The brakes are going to need adjustment like over and over again. The front brake up here, so you can kind of see, let me see what you guys can see here. Okay, so you can kind of see right here, right? So they shimmed it with an extra washer, but it actually needs another washer. So the top part of the, I don't know if I'll be able to show that to you right, but the top part of that, of the disc actually rubs into some of the caliper, and it's just a constant. So, I mean, they didn't shim it properly either. So there's that. And the wheels, if I flip it over, let's do that. Let's attach this to something real quick. All right, you guys just watch over there for a minute. That's a great thing about the Joby. So I was going to compare this to the Passelec, but I really should not insult the Passelec that much, because Passelec is actually a really nice bike. I mean, these are, I would almost say Walmarts are a little better at this point. Because, you know, they told me it was aluminum and, well, it's a steel frame. What jerks. Oh, Jory. All right, so let's see if we can get a view on this. And I'm pretty sure you're going to see here see how out of true that is? I mean, you can see it. It's just kind of... And that's dropped in all the way. But there's an obvious wobble to it. You'd have to true that wheel. And of course, if we come over here to the front wheel, it will be the same story here. And you can hear it. I can see it. Whoa. Anyway. So you're going to have to spend labor-wise on this bike. As a shop, I wouldn't spend any labor time on it. I would sell it to a customer, if I sold it to a customer, and let them know that, you know, they're on their own. This is a learner bike. You have to figure it out. What I'm really pissed off about is that steel, right? These were at least supposed to be aluminum, and they are steel. So Jory's going to get an earful on that too. Again, that's Zhengzhou Machine Co. Limited on Alibaba. Jory Ad is the guy's name. I would not buy from them. Bunch of shiesty liars. Just take your money, steal from you basically. Unlike Watt Wagons, a good stand-up company, who when you spend a freaking handful of money with them, they take care of stuff for you. So again, tale of two failures, but you know, you live and learn. I'm going to be sending this to Jory because Jory specifically asked me for the video link so he could validate the issues. Oh, that was one of the other things. Speaking of the issues, one last thing on these, because we couldn't have to show it to him, right? So we couldn't get the, let's get it nice and short, you know, crappy but short. The display. Could not get the display to switch out of any kind of actual mode. So here we go. Password. There's that. All right. So now put the password in, and can you even see that? It's so bright. What you're supposed to do is hold the two buttons together for 2 seconds. It's not working. All right, hold up. And it goes to 18B. That's all it does. So now you're in here. I've already put the passcode in. You're supposed to hold them again for 2 seconds. And it goes to another set of settings in advanced mode, but it doesn't do that. So we can't change this from kilometers per hour. Let me just get up closer. To miles per hour. So that's pretty junky, especially when you're talking about selling to the US. I have 4 more sitting in the boxes over there. I've asked them to take a return on them. They're refusing. So I'm going to send them this video and they can take a look. And you can see the crackling. It's 4K. I'm pretty sure you can see it right there in the tube. And then even more tragic was just coming to the realization that the whole frame is steel when it's supposed to be aluminum. Bad form, Jory. Bad form.